Whoo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 35, season 3 of the Monday Night Wars. I had a cough through my throat. I am Chad Talks. And joining me as always
More like Chad Jokes.
Yeah, more like Chad Jokes. Joining me as always is Jmack Gaming.
Good Lord, we're here at the same arena we were here last year, I think. No, we're at the Eyes
I
Out.
loved it so much you ran it back.
We're at the Eyes Out Center this year. Last year, Judgment Day, one of the best shows of the year.
Yeah.
1999, the show of the year.
Ooh.
When Eddie defeated Owen, Stasiak, and Rock to retain the belt. This last year, though, Chad, was the main event of Christian Cage defeating Angle, Austin, and Kane. Edge defeating Booker and Lesnar and Liger, Chad. You also had the Paul White and the Rats taking on Triple H and the American Dragons.
Yeah.
Taka. Wow, what a year has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Good Lord. The second City Stains defeated Stash and Stud. Taka defeating Henry and Jarrett. Rhino defeated Randy Sapp. What the fuck was that about? Kid Cash defeated Farouk and the Godfather. And Orton defeated King K. Blackman and Taker opened the show.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God. Steve Wright won a pre-show belt.
Oh, good for him.
And Takako won defeated Toyota.
Oh. She might win a championship today too.
She might.
For a different company.
Do you see some of the pre-show booked matches, Chad? Let me go get my prediction sheet. Chad, you're 53 and 37 going into tonight. Do you feel confident about tonight?
I think so. I know you pretty well, I think.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the show, Chad. We start off with Nick Gage in the pre-show defeating Tommy Rich by sticking a fork in his fucking head.
That's my favorite finish.
Yes,
so
it
funny.
is.
I laughed so hard when you did that. Nick Gage, once again.
Nick Gage,
getting a win.
Once again.
And Nick Gage and Tommy Rich had great head chemistry.
Yeah, Tommy Rich, an old fucker, though. Visibly tired in a 7-minute match.
He is an old fucker.
All right, Chad. Kana and Mischief are also here in the pre-show. They do not do well with microphone skills.
Interesting.
But they do well in a match, though, Chad. Kana defeating Mischief in 9:56 with a move.
With a move.
And it made this defense number 1.
Nice. Hell yeah. Good for Kana. You know, she just started her women's championship reign. Beat Mischief, and now there's going to be a whole bunch of new competition coming around.
Yeah,
so.
Including Mischief was a new competition. Yeah. And then, our last pre-show match, the Sick Boys taking on Elix Skipper, Dragon Kid, and Fuerza Guerrera. And the Sick Boys, they may be upset about playing games and shit, but they get a big win. This is the game they're playing when they defeat the other 3 guys, when Stash pins Elix Skipper with a flashback.
Crazy.
Great. Yeah. What a big win.
Big win.
Big win. All right. We fade to the start of the show, and it's immediately we start the show with the same visual we saw at the end of Raw. Orton and Tyson at presumably Kishi's house, and they enter the house with a baseball bat with each of them.
Yeah.
And that's how we start the show. We go to fireworks.
Oh, they're gonna keep.
We fade to black. We start the show off with Vince McMahon welcoming everyone to in the Eyes Out Center here to the Judgment Day.
Welcome to Judgment Day.
Snickers and Stacker 2 presents.
Well, not Snickers. You lost that sponsorship.
Payday and Stacker 2 present Judgment Day.
Yeah, exactly. That's better.
Whoa, can you give it up?
It's my Judgment Day.
We start the show off, Chad, with a European Championship on the line. It's the King of Rats. Ever since, Alex Wright won the European Championship at SummerSlam. Chad turned on Fig and injured him at SummerSlam.
Right, I did, that little bitch.
We had a European Championship Invitational. The finals was Chad eliminating Lenny Lane. Chad's been on a tear lately with the title, and now Lenny Lane came back after a couple weeks off and has laid out the challenge to Chad Collier. Lenny Lane going back for his European Championship. Chad, one of the hottest streaks going live in this wrestling business tonight. It's Chad Collier, Lenny Lane, European Championship. The first prediction of the night. Chad, who do you got?
No, Chad Collier. You kidding me? Chad Collier all day, baby. What a dumb question.
What a dumb question in an 89.
Like I said, dumb question.
Lenny Lane getting 90s now. That's fucked. Well, not in rings, but in segments. Chad Collier carrying Lenny Lane to a big match here and taps out Lenny Lane here in 15-20. What's the rat trap?
Oh yeah, rat trap, baby.
Yeah, the rat trap. That makes it perfect. Makes this defense number 2 of the European Championship. He celebrates in the middle of the ring. He acts like he has won the Olympic gold medalist.
I think he's going to act like he just won the lottery, but he's also going to like hold his back as if to be like, oh, my back hurts from carrying this guy.
Kurt Angle is backstage on a phone. He's trying to figure out if Kishi's going to be here. He's trying to figure out if he's going to have a World Heavyweight Championship tonight.
Interesting.
We'll see.
I hope so. Fuck you.
We go back into the middle of the ring. Coming down are 2 men that just came back from tour. On the Raw side, Jimmy Jacobs and Frankie Kazarian. They're coming down. They're playing their guitars and everything. Teddy Hart. Remember, he got hurt. Remember, he broke his fucking shoulder right before the tour.
He did.
They celebrate, and they want action tonight. They want action, and now come the Basham brothers, Chad.
Yeah.
And they want some fights.
Okay.
So who do you got in this match?
Oh, the Bashams are hot. They're on that streak. It's gotta be the Bashams. It makes no sense for the Bashams to lose here.
Well, they get a big win here in 9:42 when Danny Basham pins Frankie Kazarian with a pile driver.
That was the right decision.
Yeah.
That was the right move.
Yes, it was. We move on, Chad. It's been a nice show so far.
Yeah, so far.
But now we turn it up.
Now we turn it up.
Dean Malenko, Bryan Danielson tonight. We saw a couple weeks ago where Nick Gage made his re-debut in WWF and he started stabbing people with forks.
Yeah.
And then we've learned that Dean Malenko is can kind of control Nick Gage a little bit.
Interesting.
You know, a little snap of the finger can calm down the violent freak of Nick Gage. We saw them team up against each other, or team up with each other, and they're called the Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
You know, Dean Malenko is his mentor, and Nick Gage is the protege. We saw a couple weeks ago where Nick Gage went one-on-one with Bryan Danielson and stabbed him a lot and caused Bryan Danielson to bleed. And Dean Malenko went to apologize to Danielson, and Danielson slapped him and wiped some blood on him. And now we have this match. He doesn't want his apology, and he wants a fight. So we get Danielson and Malenko tonight. Chad, who do you got?
This one I think is about a 50-50. I'm not confident about this because there's reasons for both to win, but my gut's telling me Dean Malenko, so I'm going to go with Dean.
Well, in an 87, Bryan Danielson gets the big win.
Like I said, I wasn't sure.
16:43 with a cat mutilation. Daniel Bryan off his game tonight because he knows Nick Gage is running around here somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
And after the match, Danielson goes for the handshake, and Dean Malenko rolls out of the ring. Out of the ring. Yeah, almost, Chad. That's funny. All right, Chad. Tag team matchup on the line. Edge and Christian, Dynamo, Kaiji Muto, and Jushin Thunder Liger. Who do you got here, Chad?
I think Edge and Christian. One
One of the best tag teams we have going right now, and then Dynamo. Yeah, two guys that very good together, but they haven't really done anything together.
I think this gets 100, though.
You think this gets 100?
I think this gets 100.
Well, Chad, you can pick Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
And in a 99, close.
All right, close.
Edge and Christian defeat Liger and Kaiji Muto in 1816 when Edge pins Muto with a leaping DDT and make this defense number 1 of the World Tag Team Championships. Kaiji was the weak link here.
Yeah.
Hate to see that.
What a bang. What a great match.
83 weak link. Hate to see that. Big win, though, for Edge and Christian here.
Absolutely.
But now that leads us. We go backstage and Brock Lesnar's on the phone.
He's also trying to call. Did you ever get the job done?
And you can kind of hear the background. You can kind of hear Randy scared, not scared, but like panicking frantically. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. We didn't get him. He's out. He's coming. Brocky's coming.
Oh wow. So Rikishi was able to fight him off.
There we go. PJ Black, co-main event here now, Chad. It's PJ Black and The Rock.
I think PJ Black could benefit more off of Rock win than The Rock could. I'm going to go with...
The Rock made fun of PJ Black's kid, Malachi Black.
Right.
Stephanie McMahon. If people don't know, early in this save, PJ Black and Stephanie started dating, and they've been dating for 2 years in the save now.
Right.
Stephanie is now pregnant and on maternity leave right after PJ Black said this is the start of the Black McMahon era. Stephanie now on maternity leave. Shane enters. Shane helps Black get the Intercontinental Championship at the pay-per-view before SummerSlam when he beat Dean Malenko. Fuck, what was that pay-per-view name? I don't remember. Vengeance. Vengeance. There it is. Possibly. And now The Rock. What are you looking at me like that for?
I was listening to you.
The Rock is tired of this bullshit of PJ Black, this young whippersnapper. He hasn't really done anything in the business, and he's really to kick his ass, and he doesn't give a shit about his son.
Yeah, I think PJ Black wins.
Does he do it for his kid, Chad?
I think he does it for his kid.
Well, in another 99, PJ Black defends his belts and taps out the people's champion, The Rock. 2000 Wrestler of the Year, The Rock. PJ Black makes this defense number 2 of the Intercontinental Championship.
Hell
What a
yeah.
win.
What a win.
What a win.
What a win.
Well, now, Chad, they celebrate in the ring.
They do.
Shane McMahon carries him.
Pop the PJ and Uncle Shane.
He carries him around. And now Brock makes his way down to the ring, and he's pumped up. He's like, bring it then. Bring it. Bring it.
Already? Wow.
Yeah, it's a short pay-per-view.
Short pay-per-view.
Well, you don't need 22 matches every pay-per-view. Sometimes
You're right.
that's a thing I've always had problems with. That I try to cram as much as I can into pay-per-views. But now with dual branded pay-per-views or whatever, or single branded,
Yeah.
have it short. Not every pay-per-view needs to have 11 main event matches. Have 6 or 7 matches that you can have good storylines going into, and that's it. That's all you need.
True.
That's all you need. He's calling him out. He wants him, and then Kishi's music hits, and he's beaten and bloodied.
Oh wow.
Oh, he is not, but he is.
Oh, poor Kurt Angle.
He has fought through it though, and he's making his way down in the ring. He is going to defend his WWF Championship tonight, but he is in no shape to do this, Chad.
Wow.
Absolutely beatered and battered. Chad, Lesnar, Kishi, last man standing. Does Kishi have enough in him?
God no. Brock Lesnar would do it if he was healthy. The fact that he's got the piss beaten out of him tells me it's gonna be Brock, baby.
Well, in a very good match, it was just too much for Kishi to handle, and Kishi could not raise to a 10 count after Brock Lesnar did an overhead belly to belly. Kishi got up and twice, 2 separate times on F5s where Lesnar just said, "What the fuck are you doing, you idiot? Stay down. And Kishi would look at him, spitting at him right in his face and flip him off, and Lesnar would pick him back up F5 him one more time, and that was the finish.
Wow.
And Brock Lesnar is your 2-time WWF World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, Brock's got the belt back. All's right with the world.
And that's how we end it. In 97.
97.
We left the door open just a little bit.
That's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough
Lesnar and
one to beat.
Kishi just couldn't get more than a 96. That's how good their matches were.
That is going to be tough.
Tough to beat, Chen. Can you do it, though?
I think so.
How did you feel about this Judgment Day?
I liked it. It was good.
It was a good show.
It was good.
Good show.
Yeah, it was good.
Good show.
There was not one bad match on the card.
Now, Basham's.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, there was only 6. There was only one. Yeah, 6 matches on the pay-per-view.
yeah, they were good.
Wow, 6 matches on a pay-per-view. I usually would have 14.
Right?
I had more planned on the initial booking screen. I had Daivari on a match, and Alex Wright on a match.
But then Alex Wright went to Hollywood.
Yeah, but Alex Wright's doing Hollywood now. Daivari killed Don Fry, and I don't want to reward him for that.
Perfect.
We'll see you for Halloween Havoc, Chad. It's spooky outside right now.
It is spooky outside.
Can you
Pretty fitting.
Can you beat me? Do you think?
I think so.
This is a big. Let's look at right here, Chad. This is a lot of blue numbers right here.
Yeah, this is a big one. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
Tough to beat.
It's gonna be tough to.
We'll see you.
All right, Justin. Our 12-hour recording session is about to come to an end, but before we do that, we got one final stop. Halloween Havoc.
You gonna say Pound Town or Cum City?
Neither of those places, actually.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Anyway,
Are you okay?
yes, I was going to get to...
There you go.
That's what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. Halloween Havoc, baby. Halloween Havoc.
Right, so last year main evented by Hoovy and the Chef.
Yes, and
Chef send off.
I believe it was Rage in a Cage.
Yeah, Chef send off.
Yep.
Brent Owen, Team Canada.
Yep. Scott Hall and Stardust for the U.S. title.
Mick Foley and Bubba.
Sting and Diamond Page defeated Ray and Rob Van Dam. Scott Steiner and Kevin Nash. Mick Foley, Bubba Ray. Yep, cool.
So it sounds like the same main event scene.
Dan Malenko and Cutie Suzuki for women's
Yeah.
title. Steven Regal and Low D to World Television title.
Sounds like the same main event scene.
China defeated Ken Shamrock by DQ?
Question mark?
Question mark?
Daniels Kidman?
Samoa
Goldberg,
Joe
Dean
versus
Malenko? Wow. Okay.
Wild. Justin, are you ready for this?
No.
Oh, well, let me know when you're ready.
Well, make sure your phone's up and ready for the whole time instead of just once.
And don't look. Here we go. Halloween Havoc.
It's yellow. That's not
That's
great.
okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. We start off with a pre-show match,
You
Justin.
put this on the pre-show?
We have a pre-show match, Justin. We get an image from Japan.
He's already in the ring.
And in the image, we get a video of Japan. We have Ultimo Dragon versus Taka Michinoku.
Oh, that's why it's yellow? Because...
Pre-show about that great wrestling decent for crowd. Ultimo Dragon defeated Taka to win the WCW Global title.
Why is he...
There was a reason for that, and I will tell you when we get there.
But this is the beginning. It has to happen beforehand.
What?
You have to have the reason why he's the champion now before we...
So basically, in Japan, they stripped Goldberg of it, all right?
Why
Goldberg's busy. But I couldn't actually strip him. It wouldn't let me for the global title. I tried before the show started. It wouldn't let you.
He's been... What did he get stripped for?
He didn't get stripped. He vacated it.
Why?
In storyline, because he wants to focus on the Universal title. Whatever the case may be, Ultimo Dragon is the new global title champion. Okay. Another pre-show match. We got a tag team fatal 4-way match. And decent pre-show match.
This is a pre-show too?
This is also a pre-show match. The Unexpected Excellence defeated Too Cool, Ken Shamrock and Vader, and the Road Warriors. The order of elimination was the Road Warriors, and then Too Cool, and then finally Ken Shamrock and Vader. And Unexpected Excellence makes defense number 2 of the WCW World Tag Team titles.
You have 3 champions hurt and suspended, and then you're fucking having this in the pre-show?
And then Road Warrior Animal hurts himself. Justin, we have our
Tammy
Halloween Havoc pay-per-view panel discussing the pay-per-view and all of their thoughts and things they're looking forward to, Justin. Look at this, a big panel. Mean Gene still getting work, Tony Schiavone, Hulk Hogan, Tammy Sytch, and of course the majority the majority owners of WCW, Billy Kidman and Ted DiBiase.
True. What do they got to say?
What? No, they're all looking forward to different types of matches.
You don't have to rush to this show, too, Chad.
Hulk Hogan's looking forward to the big 6-person street fight.
Isn't he in a match?
He's not in a match.
Oh, he lost to Canyon.
Justin, we start off our first match of the night. Juventud versus Great Sasuke.
A rematch from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yes, we had the match on Thunder for it.
Why would I be interested in this, Chad?
Well, who do you think wins?
Probably the man who won on Thunder.
You're going to say Juventud Guerrera?
Yeah.
Interesting. And about to head good wrestling, a decent reaction of the crowd. Juventud Guerrera defeats Great Sasuke with a Dragon Suplex and makes defense number 3 of the WCW Cruiserweight title. The entire time, he's being a cocky prick saying, easy, where's my competition?
True.
There's no competition. Well, then he gets competition because the Ultimo Dragon is here. Now, the reason why this happened, Justin, is because I couldn't get the global title off of Goldberg. He wasn't going to have the global title. This is not going to be nothing. But we only borrowed him for one appearance, and that's this way, instead of having to go back and re-borrow him, I could just get him without just bringing the Alliance title over. It was just a way of not having to jump back in and penetrate. He's not going to show up all the time. There was just this way of not having to go back and re-get him without having to go through the hassle. So we have him here. So Juventud Guerrera comes here, and he's motioning at Juventud Guerrera.
That was the reason why we don't like the titles like that.
Well, he's not going to be here all the time, Justin. Just trust me. Just trust me on this.
But you know my reasoning on why I hate that.
For sure. And if he's here every single week for free, sure. But just trust me on this.
But know that you're getting away from paying people to borrow someone by having him as Alliance champion.
Then I'll give some money.
There we go.
There we go. Perfect.
Oh,
I forgot to do this. Justin, this was random anyway. But this was
I was gonna guess Chris Harris winning anyway.
Oh, really? Did he win?
Yeah.
Cool. Sick.
Of course he does.
Yes, Chris Harris, Justin, not only is safe, but he also, because at first he wasn't supposed to be in it, but then he said, fuck this, I'm going in it. So he just showed up and was in the match.
So Austin Theory.
Yes. So here's how I decided to do this, Justin. I was going to say the person who performed the worst in their in-ring performance is not tough enough to be here. Because clearly by this point of the competition, if you're not actively ready in-ring, what are you still doing here?
Well, maybe if they wrestled more, they would.
With that being said, Chris Harris pointed at Carly Colon and said, "You are not tough enough, Carly Colon."
I wasn't even close either.
Yeah, no. So Carly Colon has been eliminated from Tough Enough, Justin.
There we go.
And we are down to the final 4.
Yeah, we are.
All right. We show up here. Shark Boy and Low D are hanging out backstage. Low D is wearing Low D is wearing a Shark Boy costume, and Shark Boy's wearing a Low D costume. And there's a knock on the door, and Low D says, "Oh, we must have trick or treaters." And they come to the door, and it's Johnny Stamboli and Little Guido, and they say, "Hey, we heard you're having a Halloween party backstage," and they all start partying backstage, Justin. But next up, we've got Mortis and Abyss versus the Hardy Boys.
True.
Who do you got?
Next segment.
Yeah, who do you got?
What do you think, Chad?
You go with the Hardy Boys?
No, I'm going with Mortis and Biss.
Okay. And in a good match, Mortis and Abyss
Sleepyhead
defeat Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy when Mortis pinned Jeff Hardy.
Watching this fucking abysmal pay-per-view.
Matt Hardy sustained a sleepy head.
The best match is on the fucking pre-show.
Interesting. That's okay. Afterwards, Justin, there's darkness and fog filling around them. And from the fog, you see one Paul Bear standing in between them, holding an urn. What could this mean, Justin?
No.
What could
originality?
What could this
spewing out his asshole?
What could this mean? Who
wonder.
knows? But let's go on to the next segment, shall we? So Low D, Sick Boy, Little Guido, and Johnny Stamboli are all partying backstage, and Johnny Swinger knocks on the door and asks if he can join the party, and they all say the more the merrier, Justin, and they all keep
into a swinger
partying.
party.
They're all partying.
Well, it's now turned into a swinger party.
It is a swinger party. There ain't no party like a swinger party, baby.
I can't believe you had a tag title match get cut for this bullshit, Chad.
What is the next? Okay, so our next match, Justin.
You were reading it. You fucking...
Minoru Suzuki versus Shane Douglas.
When the fuck did this get announced?
Shane Douglas asked the day of. If he could
I don't care. I don't give a shit.
In a superb match, Minoru Suzuki defeated
Why
Shane
Paul
Douglas.
Heyman's still with Shane Douglas?
I forgot to take him off.
Well, oh my god, this guy's off his rocker.
All right, cool. That happened. Minoru Suzuki wins.
Yeah.
We're backstage. We
Super crazy.
I don't know why Super Crazy's here. It's supposed to be 6. Super Crazy. We're backstage. Shawn Michaels is revving up the troops, getting ready for this big street fight. Super Crazy goes, "Hey, have you guys seen Hoovitude?" And they go, "Get out of here."
And he breaks his other ankle.
Get out of here, you crazy person. Justin, our next match is a tag team match. The Dudley Boys versus Ahmed and Monty Brown.
I'm assuming the Dudley's boys.
You're going to go with the Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
Interesting. And in a decent match, the Dudley Boys defeat Ahmed and Monty Brown in 1402 when Bubba Ray Dudley pinned Ahmed with a Dudley Death Drop. And Justin, the Dudleys defend the belt.
For the first time?
For the first time. We're not going to have new tag team champions. After the match, Justin, Ahmed and Monty Brown, they're standing there all discouraged. Monty Brown said, "Hey, boss, it's okay." Ahmed pushes him. And Monty Brown's like, "Don't push me." So Monty Brown pounces Ahmed.
I would have kissed him.
Oh, well, that's the difference between you and Ahmed Johnson.
Well, the difference between...
So we're back.
back. Don't even look at me while you explain this. Look at the camera.
We're backstage.
I don't give a shit.
Shark Boy, Low D, Johnny Stamboli, Little Guido, and Johnny Swinger.
You did Owen Hart and Raven dirty.
Are all hanging out, and Johnny Swinger says, "This party's fun, but you know what we're missing?" And everybody says, "What's that?" And they go, "Babes." And so Tori Wilson, Stacy Keibler, and Rain show up.
The 18-year-old girl that got nude.
She's like 19 now. Not still great. I forgot. But anyway, they're all there hanging out, and it's at this point, Justin.
Like 40.
And it's at this point.
Johnny Swinger's double Rain's age.
He's
like, "Yeah, buddy, let's get the babes in here."
And it's at this point, Justin, where Little Guido tries to be slick and rolls up who he believes is Low D for the 24/7 title, but Low D and Shark Boy win as each other for Halloween.
That's good.
So they pinned Shark Boy.
I'm still mad this is on the main show, but that's funny.
That's funny?
That's funny.
All right, cool. I'm glad that's funny. What's next? Next we've got this is where it starts picking up, Justin. This starts picking up. We got Debbie Malenko.
Don't talk to me. Talk to the fans.
We got Debbie Malenko versus Takako Ino.
Okay.
For the interim women's championship.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Who do you have?
Toyota's gonna come back from suspension, and you're just gonna give her everything. Let's go, Takako.
You're doing Takako.
Out of spite for me.
Interesting. And a decent match. Debbie
Wow.
Malenko defeated Takako Ino in 13-24 by pinfall when Debbie Malenko wins the WCW Women's title.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. Your best match of the night?
And after the match, Debbie Malenko celebrates.
Okay. Well, that doesn't need to happen.
After the match, Debbie Malenko celebrates.
Keep your phone screen on.
All
You're
right.
ruining the flow.
Justin, we've got Sting, Rob Van Dam,
put it down.
and Bret Hart
Put your phone down and just read it.
doing their own little
There you go.
pre-game
Now
set.
you can just read it as you go.
Pre-game war game, like not pre-game, but like a pre-game like pep talk, right?
Oh, like the pregame.
Get themselves ready. And now, Justin, we've got the Chris Benoit Open Challenge.
Ooh, who's it gonna be?
Who do you think is gonna? Who is it gonna be? And who do you think wins?
From Thunder.
It's from Thunder. It could be anyone from Thunder.
Shannon Moore.
You going Shannon Moore?
Yeah.
All right.
And Chris Benoit wins. Regal.
Regal accepts the challenge because he's impressed with Chris Benoit's wrestling and wants to see if he can out-wrestle him. And in an exceptional match, Chris Benoit defeats Steven Regal in 16-11 with a Dragon Suplex and makes defense number 14 of the WCW United States Heavyweight title. Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's okay.
We show back up. And Stardust and Dusty Rhodes are in the ring, hyping up Dusty Rhodes' big Hall of Fame induction. He's like, Stardust, son, I can't think of anyone else, baby, that I would want to induct me in the Hall of Fame than my own flesh and blood, baby. And Bobby Roode and Eric Young will come into the ring and they go, we don't care about Dusty Rhodes, and we don't care about the Hall of Fame.
We
We're
got over Samoa Joe quick.
we're future Hall of Famers. Stop holding up the show, you washed up has-been, and let's move on with the future. And the future is Bobby Roode and Eric Young. And Stardust has had enough. He's not going to take his father's blasphemy. So he takes on Eric Young. And
When
then about
Bobby
to
Roode was
good
on the
heat.
mic the last time.
So I was trying to make it a tag team match, but Dusty, even though Dusty can't work. So we just did this instead. This was going to be to cool the crowd, Justin.
Ah.
But yeah, so Stardust beats Eric Young. And our next match, Justin, this is interesting. It's Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles.
Why is it interesting?
Who
I've
do you
seen
got?
it already.
Wait, but now it's no disqualification.
Yeah, so probably Rey Mysterio will lose again.
You're gonna say Rey Mysterio loses again.
Yeah.
Interesting. And about that
Exactly.
Super Wrestling Great Heat, Rey Mysterio
Good
defeats
lord.
AJ Styles.
Good lord.
During the match, AJ Styles is gonna go in the crowd and grab a weapon from a fan wearing a Rey Mysterio mask. And he thought it was just a fan wearing a Rey Mysterio mask, but turns out it was Rey Mysterio's uncle, Rey Mysterio.
Is AJ stupid?
So Rey Mysterio's uncle waffles AJ with the weapon, and that was part of the finish. But Rey Mysterio gets the win here, Justin, and celebrates with his uncle against his big win against
Now AJ just looks stupid.
AJ Styles.
AJ just looks stupid at this point.
But now, Justin, we've got our next match:
Yeah.
The Click versus Sting, Rob Van Dam, and Bret Hart. Keep in mind, if the good guys win, whoever gets the pin faces Shawn Michaels for the world title.
Yeah, so they're going to do it.
What?
Yeah.
Well, they might.
They will.
That's what you think. They might.
Yeah.
Well, who do you think wins?
Yeah.
You think there? Anybody who do you think
Keep your
gets the
phone
pin?
screen on.
Who do you think gets the pin?
Yeah. The Click.
And then the Click wins?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I have no idea.
And about that superb wrestling and great heat, Sting, Rob Van Dam, and Bret Hart defeat the Click in a street fight in 1507 when Sting pins Scott Hall. The match also had lots of interferences.
Oh, Mark Cannonberry.
Supposed to be Masked Man. The mask.
Are you reading anything when you're doing this?
Yeah, I double checked that. I thought.
No, this is the second one.
But the Masked Man ran in to attack Bret Hart.
I didn't mean to hit you so hard.
Yeah, you punched me right in the
I
arm.
didn't mean to.
Kip James attacked Rob Van Dam, and
His
finally, Road Dogg interfered against Sting.
Sting won and also got hurt.
Yes, he did. Oh, how bad did he hurt? Oh, a separated shoulder. Yeah, he'll be ready for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Maybe, hopefully. Thank you, Paul Orndorff.
Mark Cannonberry's fault.
After the match,
Fucking pig came out picking hog.
after the match, Justin, the good guys, bloody. Oh, Rob Van Dam took a crazy bump, by the way.
Well, look, Sting took a crazy bump too. He's hurt.
After the match, the good guys celebrate in the ring. And Justin, we've got our final match.
So we're getting Sting, Shawn Michaels again?
Yes.
Oh.
We got our final match of the night. Chris
Did you
Jericho
see my disappointment in the rematch?
versus Goldberg. Justin, who do you have?
Fucking Goldberg.
You think Goldberg?
I hope.
Interesting. You think it's Goldberg.
Yeah.
An exceptional match, Goldberg defeats Chris Jericho in 1345 with a spear, and Goldberg makes defense number 2 of the WCW Universal Championship.
Yes, sir.
And that's how we finish Halloween Havoc, and we get an 87.
Oh.
87.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. I thought it was a good pay-per-view. What?
All right. It was
Yeah,
87.
good pay-per-view. 87.
Your main event was all right.
I made it a overbooked car crash for the street fight because that made sense to me. It would be overbooked. Interferences everywhere, lots of violence, lots of weapon spots.
Well, someone got hurt.
And someone did get hurt. So, but that was Halloween Havoc, Justin. We're gonna give a speech. we're gonna give a speech.
Yeah, you need one.
Raven.
We haven't done this since September, where you called Mick Foley awesome.
Gonna give him a hug.
You gave Jericho a hug.
And Mysterio Jr., we're gonna say, you're awesome.
Yeah, you continuously doing Owen and Raven dirty.
And where's Goldberg? Where's Goldberg?
Well,
I thought you were gonna get. I thought I was like this really haven't had a big story to build it up, so this can be on the pre-show.
He's in the G's, buddy. That's Jericho.
Oh well, point out was a good example. There we go.
All right, we'll see you for. Hey,
See you next time.